Hello and welcome to the Book Bunch. My name is Sam. It is so great to have you guys here for another video. I have an exciting book haul for you guys because it was Mother's Day like a couple of weekends ago, and I ended up going to my secondhand trade-in bookshop and grabbing some books. Plus I had a couple of book packages come in the mail from some other secondhand book places. So I'm really excited to share these with you guys. I don't know about content for some of these ones because I haven't obviously read them yet, and sometimes other people's reviews don't give me a good idea. So I'm hoping all of these are clean, but please, if you see one in the in the video that isn't clean, please let me know in the comments below, because I will be more cautious about that, and then if necessary, skip it all together. But we're going to get started with this trilogy I picked up. They didn't put it in order, but that's okay. It is called Elementals, and it is by a author named Amy Kaufman, and the covers on this look amazing. I'm just going to take this little ribbon off and show you guys the others because I haven't actually seen them yet. So this one is book 1, Ice Walls, which sounds cool. It looks like a middle grade, or yeah, maybe just above middle grade. Then the second book is Scorched Dragons, which sounds super cool because, as you guys know, dragons are my thing. And then there's Battleborn, which is book 3, which looks like Ice vs. Fire, which is very cool. So yeah, I'm hoping it's clean. I'm hoping it is appropriate. It looks pretty good, but if you've heard anything about it, please let me know because I'm really interested to find out all about it. Then we have this book, which I know nothing about, but it looked cool. There was a couple of copies in the secondhand bookshop, but it's called The Dwarves, and it's just a massive fantasy standalone about dwarves, and I think that's very cool. This cover though reminds me of Skyrim. Like, that's what it looks like. It looks like a 3D rendition, which you would find in the characters in Skyrim. But yeah, don't know much about it apart from the blurb. Sounds pretty decent. Very interested in dwarven stories, so that's very cool. But again, don't know if it's clean or not. So please let me know if you know. Then I got this book, which is a Ted Dekker book, and it is co-written with a author named Erin Healy, and it's called Burn, and it looks awesome. Look at this, guys. I didn't even know this existed, but it looks really awesome. It looks like it's some kind of fantasy kind of book, although on the back it says mystery, so I don't know. It says Christian suspense and fiction, but it looks amazing. Look at that. I love this cover. So yes, no idea what it's about, but it was a Ted Dekker, so I thought I'd pick it up. Then I managed to snag Ready Player One, which is in pretty much perfect condition, which I was very impressed by. But I have watched the movie and I really enjoyed the movie, so I wanted to get this first book because everyone says this first book is amazing. I'm not going to bother with the second book though because everyone says Ready Player 2 is terrible, and this is kind of a standalone anyway, so happy with that find. I also picked up what again looks like a brand new copy of a Margaret Weiss. I want to say that's the author's name. It's called Mistress of Dragons, book 1 in the Dragonvold trilogy. I've heard of this author before. Normally Margaret teams up with another author and they write stories based on Dungeons and Dragons, but I have been told that they are clean, at least from what the Christian community has read of them. So I thought I'd pick up this book because it's dragons. So I'm not going to say no if it's a potentially clean dragon book. Then I grabbed Aurora Rising, which is book 1 in the Aurora Cycle series. This I don't know much about. I know it's sci-fi. I know it's a trilogy. I know that J. Kristoff is a controversial writer, but I don't know if he's controversial because he's got morals or if he's controversial for another reason. So yeah, interested in this. No idea if it's going to be appropriate or not. Also, this book is massive. It's like bigger than my head. So there's that. But I do love this cover. It looks awesome for a sci-fi, so I'm very keen for that. Then I grabbed this copy of The Martian. I mostly actually got it for my husband, who is not a reader by any means, like at all, does not read. But he did watch the Martian movie, and the only audiobook he's ever listened to was The Martian. And I saw this and I was like, well, I might as well get a copy for our library in case he ever does feel the need to pick up a book. Plus, I did like the movie, so I'm interested to see if the actual book is good. I did read Andy Weir's other book, which for the life of me, I can't remember what it's called. But I did do a review on it on the channel and I quite liked it. So yeah, there is The Martian. I also am going to share these in this book haul, even though they're just uni textbooks, but I got 2 uni textbooks in the mail. Yay! One for young people and one for supervision, so that's fun. And it makes me really sad because these books are tiny books and they cost me like $200 and I just want to cry, but it is what it is with uni. And then there is 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. I've been wanting to pick this up for a while, but it was surprisingly expensive in this edition, which is the edition that I like. I think this cover is pretty cool. And the secondhand bookshop actually had one copy for really reasonable. So I grabbed that one as well. Then I grabbed another dragon book that I know nothing about. I have no idea if this is clean or not. I've never heard of this author. Her name is Catherine Kerr, and it's called The Red Wyvern, book 1 of the Dragon Mage, which looks very cool because there is a person riding a dragon. Well, it's a wyvern, but it's a dragon. And it says, much as like this is why I mostly added it to cart, was it says, much as I dislike comparing anything to the Lord of the Rings, I have to admit that on this occasion it's justified. So that gives me high hopes because obviously Lord of the Rings is Christian friendly, but we will see. Then I grabbed Cinder because they had a copy. I was wanting to just grab the whole box set to begin with, but it's a little bit pricey. Everyone on the earth has recommended that I read this series because it's a sci-fi, but I have not got to it yet. And yeah, I figured with how cheap this copy was, because I think it was like $6 or $7, that it was worth me getting it, loving it, and then buying the whole series because it would still be cheaper than risking buying the whole series, reading it, not liking it, and then having like all 8 books or however many are in the series. So I took the plunge and I have now got Cinder, so I will have to read this soon. And then there is After Earth, which I hate that this is the movie cover, but it was cheap, so I have to get over it. But this, what did I say this was called? After Earth. Did I say that? I don't know. This is based on a film. I have not seen said film, but it's a sci-fi, and as far as I know, it is clean. So I was interested enough in trying it out. I also want to get I Am Legend, but I haven't been able to find a good copy of that one yet that wasn't ridiculously expensive. So I'm keeping my eyes out. Then I grabbed Mortal Engines, which I have heard good things about, but not sure if it's clean. It looks so good though. I love this cover. Look at this cover, guys. It's stunning. I believe it has been turned into a movie because it says on here about to be, but I believe it actually has been turned into one now. I think the movie was a flop, but I can't remember. But I know that the actual book got good reviews, so I'm interested. It is book one of a quartet, so there's 4. This is like in perfect condition as well. Wow, cool. But yeah, I have no idea if it's going to be clean. I really hope so because it sounds good. Then there is Fire with Fire, which I've heard lots about from non-Christian booktubers. None of them mentioned if there was any unsavory content in it that would deter me, but they seemed to really like it. I absolutely love this cover. I think it's awesome. Look at that. And yeah, it's about these 2 sisters with, I don't know if they both have powers or if one of them's got powers, but yeah, they're born to kill dragons. Sounds super cool. I'm really interested, but they're like feuding, but I don't know. And they have to help each other. It sounds interesting, the premise at least. Really hoping it's clean. And then finally, oh, this is upside down. I got Legendary, which is book 2 of the Caraval series because I read Caraval and I absolutely loved it. So I'm going to get the rest of the series. I'm trying to get all the same covers, but I don't know if I'll be able to get Finale in this edition just because it's so much more expensive than the other edition I can get it in, like $20 more expensive for paperback. So we will see, but yes, this one had dropped massively in price, which is why I got the same edition. So I'm hoping that the last book does the same. But yes, this is one that I just got off Amazon. It was the only one here that wasn't secondhand because I got it on a really good price and I really want to read the rest of the series. So yes, that is everything that I got. I hope you guys like this book haul. Again, let me know if there is any on here that you think I should avoid. Let me know if there's any on here you've read and have loved. Let me know what else I should add to my TBR because my TBR is like dwindling, like my actual wish list of books to buy, which has not happened to me before and I feel in shock. And I think it's just because like I haven't been as active about like finding recommendations. So please let me know in the comments below because I would love to know your recommendations and add them to my list. But yes, have a great week, everybody. I will see you in the next video. It will be a book review video, so hold out for that. And yeah, bye!